Texas. You're watching KWTX News 10.
A Central Texas man jumps out of an airplane and right into the record books. It is Al Blaschke's 100th birthday, and he celebrates by skydiving in Toledo.
How else would you celebrate? Well, he now shares the record for the oldest person in the country to skydive. But as News 10's Kathleen Surrey reports, he doesn't plan on slowing down anytime soon.
I'm ready.
Most 100-year-olds don't celebrate their birthday quite like this.
Away we go!
But Al Blaschke isn't like most.
I can't keep up with him.
This time, kissing the ordinary goodbye and hurtling out of a plane at 120 miles per hour in a tandem skydive.
I saw more than I thought I would with my eyes.
In fact, this thrill seeker says he'd do it again.
It was short. It was too short.
Part of the thrill in his sky-high adventure, taking the plunge with close friend Betty Schlater.
Well, Al was asked to skydive about 3 years ago, and after agreeing, he quickly changed his mind and said, "No, I think I'll wait till I'm 100. He was making long-range plans at the age of 97.
And at 100, he promises much more to come, next time with family in tow.
Ready to do it 4 more years from now when my twin grandsons graduate from college.
He's always looking to do something for other folks. So it's good to see him actually do something for himself for a change.
Well deserved for a man who friends say has a remarkable enthusiasm for life.
Ready to go again? Look for the good in everything. No matter how bad it is, there's always something good.
Ooh, there we go. Good job. Great job, Al.
Proving that you're never too old to take a leap of faith. In Toledo, Kathleen Surrey, KWTX News 10.
Unbelievable. Al is from Sun City. He says he owes some of the credit to his yoga instructor for his great flexibility. Wow.
The consumer.
And one person is in custody. It started just after 8 o'clock on North W.S. Young and ended on Central Texas Expressway. Let's get right to News 10's Kathleen Surrey. Kathleen, bring us up to speed.
Tara, as you said, the chase started at the 300 block of North W.S. Young. It was actually just after 8:30. Police tried to do a traffic stop for the driver of a Kia Optima, and that car is actually being towed right now behind me if you take a look behind there. And when the car did not stop, it led police on a chase, a 30-minute chase throughout Killeen and Harker Heights. Now, law enforcement were eventually able to set up spike strips that stopped the car on Fort Hood Street near the Wendy's. The car then eventually stopped at East Central Texas Expressway, the 500 block of East Central Texas Expressway. That's when the 19-year-old suspect got out of the car and started running across U.S. Highway 190, stopping traffic for a short time. Police were able to catch him on the west side of the highway. The suspect is now in custody, and police say he will be charged with evading in a vehicle. Now, police also say there was one other person in the car with the suspect at the start of the chase, but that person got out. There was also a minor 2-vehicle accident that happened after traffic was stopped after the pursuit had ended here on East 190. Now, we will be bringing you any more details as they become available. Reporting live from Killeen, Kathleen Surrey, KWTX News 10.
Okay, thank you, Kathleen, for that update. Well, it took a jury in Charleston, South Carolina, just 3 hours to recommend the death penalty for the gunman who killed 9 members of a church. Dylan Roof will be sentenced to death at a hearing tomorrow. Roxana Saberi reports.
Jurors sentenced 22-year-old Dylan Roof to death for gunning down 9 black parishioners at Emmanuel AME Church in June 2015.
This is a very hollow victory because my sister's still gone.
During closing arguments, Roof told jurors he felt like he had to do it and added, quote, "I still feel like I had to do it." The 22-year-old also told jurors he had the right to ask them for life in prison.
And reckless drivers are to blame. News 10's Kathleen Surrey joins us live from Killeen. Kathleen, what are the most dangerous spots in the city?
Tara and Gordon, this afternoon I spoke with Gary Mullins, who's been teaching driver's ed for more than 30 years. He says the intersections of Bacon Ranch Road and Tremere Road and U.S. Highway 190 and Stan Schluter Loop are the riskiest areas in the city when it comes to accidents. But that doesn't mean he keeps his driving students away from them. And Mullins says avoiding a traffic accident is all about keeping a level head and practicing defensive driving.
It's the population. You know, Killeen has, I wouldn't say exploded, but, you know, the numbers are way up there as far as the population, and there's more traffic.
More traffic and more accidents.
Driver error accounts for 90% of all the crashes, all the fatalities we have.
Mullins' best advice to avoid these situations?
And we're going to go left right here.
Defensive driving.
You not only take care of your business, what you're trying to do, but at the same time taking care of everyone else that's around you.
He says it's also important to take a deep breath and stay calm.
We already have plenty of the opposite. You know, we have a lot of aggressive folks.
So paying attention to your surroundings, especially at busy intersections, is key.
Because of the traffic, we'll exit to the right.
All to prepare students like high school junior Bianca Covington for the roads.
Calm your nerves. Like when I first started driving, I was really nervous. So that helps a lot when you're driving, just to calm down. Because you make a lot of mistakes when you're really nervous.
Mullins says the 5 biggest mistakes drivers make that can lead to accidents include using drugs while driving, unsafe speeds, failure to yield the right of way, tailgating or following cars too closely, and not paying attention to traffic signs and signals. So be sure to keep these things in mind before you hit the roads, and hopefully there will be a lower number of traffic accidents this year in Killeen. Reporting live from Killeen, Kathleen Suri, KWTX News 10.
All right, Kathleen, thanks. Still to come, tax time is just around the corner. So are tax-related scams. We'll tell you what to look out for.
And we'll tell you why the cost of coffee is on the rise. That's next.
Visits are essential for your child's health, but they can be expensive, especially if you don't have health insurance. Well, it's a problem that a free children's clinic hopes to solve. News 10's Kathleen Suri has this story.
It's the third weekend of the month. And on Saturday morning from 10 to noon, it's all about making sure kids in Temple
he's making great progress.
are getting the medical attention they need.
Vaccines, hearing, vision, dental screening, provide social services to them as well.
Volunteers at the Feed My Sheep Free Children's Clinic serve an average of 12 patients each month. Patients like Desiree Mellon and her 19-month-old son, Aaron.
With not having a lot of income and everything, and then what I do have goes towards other bills and everything, and then to supply for him as well, it makes it hard.
Which is why Mellon says this clinic is a blessing.
He looks great, no problems. Let's feed him and water him, and he's good. He's good to go, all right?
It's just something that we really need, especially being new in the area and not knowing where to go and who, does what, and trying to organize everything between one visit and another visit. They can do it all right here.
Our children's health is very important for them to study, for them to grow, for them to have a chance.
A chance that the clinic hopes to make possible, one visit at a time. In Temple, Kathleen Suri, KWTX News 10.
Hornsby says the clinic has
when officers responded to the First National Bank here at Central Texas Expressway and Tremere Road, 2 reports of a robbery. Now I want you to take a look at this photo of the suspect that police have released, taken from surveillance footage this afternoon. They say she is a white or light-skinned Hispanic female. She's heavier set and short, around 5'3". She was wearing a black jacket with a white stripe across the chest, and the hood was up on that jacket. She was also wearing a low-profile cap and blue jeans. Her age is unknown. Police say she walked into the bank and handed a note to one of the tellers demanding money, but police didn't tell us exactly what the note said. The suspect made reference that she was armed, but police say she didn't show any weapons. She left the bank with an unknown amount of money and fled on foot west of the bank. The bank is closed for the rest of the afternoon. Police are continuing their investigation and are encouraging you to contact Crime Stoppers with any information you may have. Reporting live from Killeen, Kathleen Suri, KWTX.